Tell me, who's really responsible for our young men in the hood? Lionel Nelson here, and welcome to A Father's Note, promoting fathers through building men.
Started thinking, man. Either they don't know, don't show, or don't care about what's going on in the hood. I don't even know how to feel about it neither, man. It just goes on and on, you know. Next thing you know, somebody might try to smoke me. Don't matter though. Y'all gotta go sometime.
You know, seeing that, who do you feel is responsible for these young men being on this corner? Who would you say?
We start.
Go ahead. Yeah, we can start.
I would say we are. You know, and the reason I say we are is just from my upbringing. You know, when I was growing up, even the guys on the corner, the drug dealers, they saw potential in the young guys coming up. You know, and I have to use myself for an example. I was a knucklehead growing up, but they saw potential in me, and you know they would steer me in the right direction. They would go to school, young blood, get your education. Instead of being out here with us, you know, if you need something, come holler at me. I get you some shoes if you need the shoes. Won't want you out here breaking in nobody's house, you know. And some of them even talked to my mother or my grandmother. You know, some of them even told her, he snitched on me, you know, to keep me out, to keep me out of trouble.
Right.
You know?
Right. Okay. So Ellis?
Honestly, I agree with my brother. We are responsible because as men growing up, you know, we have to pull something into the next generation. And if we're not pulling nothing into the next generation, that means the generation growing up blank, like a blank canvas. If we don't start painting anything, there's nothing for them to see.
Wow,
So
like
kids only repeat what they receive. So they see people on a corner hanging out, they repeat the same cycle. They see a man come home, take care of his family, they repeat the same cycle. So until we wake up and start to form new patterns for our kids to repeat, they're gonna fall to the same cycle.
I like that. I like the fact that you say we need to paint a canvas. That's good. Aaron, what you got for us, bro?
I agree with these other gentlemen that have already spoken, and I too agree that it's us, those that have made it, especially us being black men, that we reach back and help those who are not as fortunate to have the fathers or the mentors as far as that goes, because it wasn't just fathers figures for me. It was more about mentors, because there were several mentors that I salute my hat to all the time, because they took time out of their busy life and busy schedule to make time to make sure me, a young teenage knucklehead boy who didn't want to listen to his mama or his grandma, and thought I knew everything. These men took the time to make sure that I stayed on the right track, and I still got on the wrong track on my own time, but they were still there sacrificing to make sure that I knew that it wasn't accepted. So I think it's us too. That's why we have to, even though it's difficult at times, we still have to make the sacrifice to make sure if it ain't but one, you know what I mean? We can't save them all, but let's go get that one.
You know, it's interesting that you said that, because that was pretty much my whole mindset. You know, as I watch these gentlemen and I'm looking at them and I'm observing them, like, okay, so who's the leader? Now, who's the one person who is the influencer? And once I was able to identify them, I'm like, okay, technically, I'm like, well, God, just give me an opportunity. You know, give me an opportunity where I can just go and talk to them. You know, I'm not here to get anyone in trouble or anything like that, or point their misdeed, but hopefully that we can give them, I can pour something into them, or say one phrase, one word that would basically just change their whole mindset. you know what? Hey, you know what? Because one of the things that I could say, y'all can tell me whether or not y'all agree with me, first of all, what I'm hearing is that we as fathers, the fathers need to step up. The fathers are the responsible. Whoever is the seed of that child's seed, whatever man that child is the seed of, they need to be responsible. They're responsible for that young man being on that corner. Y'all agree?
100%.